Off the left boot it goes and taken down by Japan nicely by Mai Otani. She's another of their key components of this side, as is this woman on the outside, Wakabahara, but there was just a little hand that raked that back as it spilled clear, and Vani Boleki picks it up for Fiji. So Fiji will get a chance to attack here through Lavena Thavuru. Looking to keep those arms free. The offloading game will be to the fore for this Fiji side. Boleki again, Japan's defence having to do some work early. Back they come for Ditavutu. And now Davaiua, the captain, this weekend runs hard into Nakamura. Great spot tackle, really front on by Chihara Nakamura. She's having a good weekend as well, the Japanese veteran. On the way through for Daleowao. Back they come for Ana Maria Naimasi. Japan's defence is organised and it's forced a mistake.
Just lost forward in the
Do you know what? That's a great example of why Japan might be able to handle this Fiji side. Great defence.
Let's go, please.
Look at the chop tackle here. The low, taking the legs. Second one, sealing up the ball. That's great, Tekers.
Balance, please.
You stop the offload against this Fiji team, you're in business.
For a team like Japan that gives up size to a lot of teams, how important that is.
So it is a mismatch, and we saw Fiji put that mismatch to good effect in their games against Great Britain, against Brazil, and they will outsize Japan here, but Japan technically very good in the tackle, and that they will need to be against these Fiji players.
Quick tap from Yumi Hirano. Here's Japan up over halfway. Otani. Oh, now ball goes to ground as well, just a straight drop. So few nerves jangling for both of these teams through. Maleki going to take on Kajiki with the big fend and just pumping those legs. Harivani Moleki, wonderful athlete. Fiji recycle for Ditavutu. Back into the middle they come. Naimasi. Another good tackle made and forces another mistake as Daleowao tried to force that ball.
Well, you asked at the opener, Rick, what it's like the quarterfinals, and I think we're seeing some of the effects out there. Both teams just a little bit cagey, just not quite in the flow. There's a lot on the line at this stage. Yeah, there's gonna be a few more moments like that. Sit tight.
Crouch.
So many fans just ride every moment with their teams, perhaps none more so than the Fijians supporters. Here it comes for Hirano again. Let's see how Japan's attack can work. Otani goes herself with a big dummy, and there's the ball for Hirano. Steps out of one tackle, can't quite get through a second, but it's a good surge from Japan. Now Nakamura pick and go herself. Look to offload and all hits the referee.
Sorry, it's not.
It's a really tricky one.
Sorry, I've got in the way. It's a scrum white ball, put in possession.
That's the second time we've seen that this weekend. Actually, refs getting on the action.
Time off, please.
Ah, Finlay. Oh, he's such a nice chap. You can see straight away. No!
There is not a clear and obvious knock-on. The ball has hit me. It's
not the best control off the chest. No referee.
Yeah, time is off.
Just to try and unpack this matchup a little bit more, the advantage for the Japanese of the way they play and their individual ability to step, use footwork in attack, they will be able to move some of these bigger Fijian defenders around. And the way they control the game with their ruck play, they could be in business. So far, they've just coughed up a couple of handling errors, but if they can be as accurate as they so often are, then they could be super deadly. Hirano set to put this one in from the open side of the field, so she might look to try and unlock that short side, or it could be a bit of deception and they'll come open.
She's the real game now, says Hirano in the blue headgear, the captain. Out she comes to the opens with Otani, goes back into the middle. Hirano gets it back again, trying to manipulate, creating that space here. Japan, and then slicing through as Utsumi chases back from Boleki, but here come Japan on the front foot. Ball spilled clear, and ball spilled forward.
There's another one. Oh, there's a few nervy, nearly moments already in this one, and you don't want to rue them. It's a great break round the outside of Sumi, and she actually did a good job of wrapping the ball up, but it was as she hit the deck, it went forward.
Here we are.
Yeah, a bit of a grimace. You just wish it hadn't happened, but you can't go back.
Crouch. Bind.
No score yet in this first quarter-final, just under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Japan have never been to a semi-final in their World Seven Series history, and though I was going to say just about shoved Fiji off this ball, but illegally so.
He did a good job of getting the shove. It looked kind of straight, but just slightly on the angle for referee Finlay Brown. So
yeah, just where you are. Thank you.
Fiji will attack from here. Keep an eye out for them, keeping the ball alive. Look for the runners wrapping around the ball carrier all the time.
They kick ahead this time. The chase herself will be Thavuru. Japanese players getting back in numbers and getting down on that ball as the ever hard-working Kajiki. And plenty of them back in support too. Saigusa clears. It's an awkward ball for Hirano, but yeah, came off a Fijian hand, and they will go and play that knock-on, so Japan gets a chance to reset again.
Oh, this game's just stuttering a little bit, isn't it? Just can't quite get going, and it's the nerves and it's the inaccuracies from both teams.
Here we are.
Not sure about the kick option from Thavuru there. Not really tested Japan that much with ball in hand so far. Thought that was their chance,
Quicker,
albeit
please.
deep from their 22.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Scrum comes out, Hirano crashing into this one. It's gone straight in the hands of Naimasi and Anna Maria Naimasi. Fiji's all-time leading point scorer, all-time leading appearances, is going to break this deadlock in the quarter-final. An important score for Fiji and Anna Maria Naimasi.
Well, they're just trying to force it, Japan, off the set piece. It's a wraparound play. But Naimasi reads it, jumps straight into the lane, grabs it and has a straight shot to the try line. And the game might break up now. Could that be the chance for Fiji to really get going? 5 on the board.
Conversion's good too, converts her own try, 7 points to 0. Does that maybe just release those shackles? There she is, 85 all-time tries for Fiji, Anna Maria Naimasi.
Japan kind of been their own worst enemy so far. I really think if they can get their attack going, they'll punish Fiji and they'll come back, but they've got to keep hold of the ball. Fiji, though, dangerous at kickoff time.
Thavuru scoops it away. It's come off a Fiji hand, so it will be Japan's ball here to play with.
Just lost forward off the kickoff. Scrum.
Just wonder a little with Fiji. Obviously, Riapia Lunis out. We talk so much about what she can do. She's been out for a few tournaments now. Maybe we sometimes underestimate how key she is in terms of the way Fiji play, excuse me, let alone what she can do individually.
Well, we know that they score so many of their tries from a bit of individual work, and I think actually a lot of that does come from the movement off the ball, but she just provides the link play, the ability to steer other people around her, and I think that's just that little bit that sometimes misses when she's not there.
Fiji concede the penalty much like Japan did at the other end for driving up in that scrum, so Japan is going to play this game at their own pace. The gong's gone for half-time.
The gong's gone, we're going to get another scrum.
You can drive, must go flat, not up. Just go flat.
Explaining there that you've got to drive straight. Very hard not to try and drive it, because if you drive down, you're going to collapse it. So it's a tricky one. I've not hit loads of scrums.
Bind.
Hopefully never will.
Set.
In and out it goes for Hirano. Lots of space here for Japan to try and release. Hana doesn't need to. Hirano went herself. Lays it back awkwardly for Saigusa, but it's still there for Japan. Up over halfway. Deep into extra time in the first half. Nakamura is going to come back towards some of her key women. Hirano again, she's been in the thick of absolutely everything, and now there's some space for Hana here. If she can get away, she's quick, that's for sure, and she's got support from Saigusa, who just barrels into the fence, up towards the 22. Nakamura goes. Japan with numbers. Hana going to go herself because she's got the footwork, she's got the speed. Again, they drag her down 4 meters short, and then she loses it on the ground, and it breaks down for Japan. A promising foray. But it's Fiji who goes to the break, 7 points to 0 in front of Japan. Japan get us back underway, and the ball will fall. Oh, be a knock-on. Well, we've seen quite a few of those, a lot of errors. And that's been really let Japan down more so, because they've had some great opportunities.
Time off, please.
Yeah, 5 across the first half for them. A lot of them were actually unforced errors, really. It's uncharacteristic. Japan normally so clinical and accurate in their catch pass.
Contact lens situation. Well, Japan have never been to a semi-final, and look at that, Fiji coming off their worst ever loss.
How about the roller coaster of this sport, Rick? You go down by 60, next minute you're in a quarter, you're in the lead, and you're got one eye on a semi-final.
Kind of shows you need to do that work on day one, right? Like Fiji had two really good wins on day one, which meant, thankfully for them, the 60-0 hiding by Australia
Stay straight, please. Stay straight.
hasn't cost them a knockout place.
Time on. Crouch.
It's an amazing stadium here in Singapore. What a treat for everyone watching and the players playing out there. It's a beautiful surface, beautiful spectacle.
So Lavina Thavuru feeds the scrum for Fiji, 7 points to 0. The try by the veteran Anna Maria Naimasi. Here's Eunice Bessie into the action. She's a real powerhouse runner on the edge, but nicely tipped up by Hara, and then a steal, a great steal by Otani. So Japan with a chance on turnover ball. Nakamura driving forward, Saigusa holding on. She had Nakamura on the shoulder, couldn't quite find her. Still Japan pouring forward. Otani, who started her all with that fabulous steal. Chop and change for Utsumi. Great chance for Japan early in the second half. Hirano needs some support. It's there in the form of Kajiki. And now someone looking to punch through, releasing Hara for the corner. Wakaba Hara. Thavuru just holds on. Support still there, ball still there. It's gone backwards. Kajiki standing in the tackle. Japan pressing. Saigusa tries to barge her way over the Fiji defence. They've regrouped. Bouncing, bobbling backwards, and it's still backwards, and it's spilled though on Fiji's side, and all that promise again. All the endeavour breaks down for Japan, and this is where Fiji could be really dangerous. Boleki, one way then the other. Oh, Nakamura's over this one. Penalty Japan.
Fall down, please.
When Japan have managed to isolate them, they've been unreal at the breakdown. Here they are in the near corner, they're on.
Here they go again, Japan. Otani looking for Hara again. Wakaba Hara trying to get the footwork in close quarters. Dabayura on this one for Fiji, and it was legal. It was from that first player, and there's no one back for Japan now. As Dalaowal goes forward, Japan have regrouped. It's gut-busting. Nakamura chasing Boleki. Still chasing is Nakamura, but Boleki with the long loping strides streaks away end-to-end rugby sevens.
She might well take the rest. That is an effort to be admired all the way. There's the turnover. Potentially, it was the first one in. Referee deems it, and then they're off. They're off. And Umbaleki sniffs an opportunity, gets on the shoulder, and goes all the way. Cheered on by her teammates.
Kicked after the shot.
What a finish.
What a heartbreaker for Japan as well. Oh, there's the conversion. Slides away. 12 points to 0 now, Fiji.
They had their chances, Japan, the other end. Now that can really snuff out your motivation, your energy in those moments. They need to find something here, Japan. They'll look to their leaders. There's one of them. Yeah, she's been great. She'll stand up, no doubt about it.
Two-time
Chiharu
Olympian.
Nakamura.
Japan will secure possession through the impressive Mai Otani. Hirano. Fiji just got a slightly new resolve to them, a bit more steel, and they're putting massive pressure on the Japanese here. Fiji haven't been into a semi-final for a season and a half. Here's a bust up the middle again, though, from Japan. They're finding a few seams, a few little cracks. And then it just about breaks down again. Nakamura is there now, but the Vakalolo towards the 22. It's really good defence, though, from Fiji as they scramble back onside. Big ball wide and some space here. This time, trying to use that speed on the edges, Ari and Nishi.
Lost forward on the floor.
Oh, how many times now
Knock on.
is that lost on the floor at the breakdown?
Oh, it's such a shame because Nishi had a great bit of footwork there.
Number
In,
5,
out, in,
red.
out.
Substitution.
But unfortunately, she
Number
couldn't hold on
5.
to the ball. Here you go. She goes on the outside, little
white
skip,
number
little
2.
jump in. Wrong foot's her
2
opposite
white.
number, but then it's here. And we've seen it already this game. They just ball control on the floor, not been good enough. You recycle in those moments, there's a chance you're going to score. You don't, and it's giving the ball back to the opposition. Back to Fiji. Japan once again missing their opportunities.
Simon.
2.5 minutes to play now. Fiji edging ever closer to a semi-final.
Set.
Away comes Fiji again. And then drop ball, a chance for Japan. Swooping upon it is Mai Otani, looking for one of her speedsters as Tale Wilson comes back and makes a good tackle. Japan numbers wide. If Nakamura can link up with her outsides, through the hands of Yumi Hirano, and Japan get back into it just in the nick of time with under 2 minutes to play.
Well, here we go, here we go.
Time off, please. Time is off. I want these players to not be in your way.
Well, don't go anywhere, because this is getting tasty. And it's a shift around this time. It's actually Fiji that cough up the ball.
Out the way. Thank you.
Conversion.
Okay. Time on.
Is with Ari Nishi. They called off time just as there were a player in the way. Conversion is no good.
Well, this is what it does. This is what it does for the people watching.
Time off, please.
The one very special lady in particular is enjoying
24.
this.
I think that's her behind in goal.
Yajima, the greatest Sevens fan in the world, no doubt.
Time on, please.
So Japan need a converted try. There she is. She still gets shy. She's shown multiple times a tournament. Oh, Fiji secure that ball, did really well off the restart to win it back.
Over.
Japan need possession. Fiji need to hold on to it. Oh, Bessie's shown the sideline. And they've coughed it up again, has Fiji. Just overplayed their hand a wee bit. A chance for Japan. Heading towards the final minute. They need a converted try to square it. Hirano and Nakamura have been absolutely immense for the Japanese. There she is again, Chiharu Nakamura. Hands are good enough for Bati Vakalolo. She's going to need some support. It comes eventually, a little in and away from Yazaki. Nakamura, they recycle. Japan. Hirano, it's already got one, and here's Sujisaki up the middle, maintains possession, away comes Japan. Tsutsumi, and another try, it's Nishi. Oh, just about dragged down, couldn't get to the post, they need to get moving.
It's a great finish from Nishi in the end. It's out wide, a tough kick. They're going to have to get it off before the time, and they do.
Kick stays wide right, there's time for a restart.
Well, they finally clicked into gear, and it's Nishi on the end of this one. She just about gets there. Is it too little, too late? They need the ball off this kickoff. Fiji, one of the better teams out there.
Last play of the game is not going to go 10 metres, but Fiji have played in it, so it's play on for Japan. One more chance. Here's Nishi again. The ball goes wide. Japan, they've never been to a semi-final. It's hit the ref. They've got to play on. They do. Japan, Hirano, flat, Nakamura. Fiji swarming. Fiji desperate. Sujiasaki. They've got a penalty. Japan, Nakamura. Walking pace, goes it through the middle. Still they go. Still Fiji make tackles. Sujiasaki, Hirano, the captain. Oh, crunching hit from Tale Wilson. Nakamura no way through. It's breathless. Yazuki stepping, stumbling. Oh, losing control of the ball.
Knock on, no try.
Oh, what an incredible finish. centimetres, millimetres. But it's Fiji who hold on, much to the utter despair of Japan.
Oh, it was the fairy tale. And it was there, the final page was being written, but no. What a try saver.
That is sport, that is sevens in a nutshell.